Today on the Little Dum Dum Club, a brand new episode live from the Just for Laughs Festival in Montreal with guests Andy Kindler, Ari Shafir, Will Anderson, Mark Forward, and a tiny little bit of Stu Goldsmith. But first, we got to give you guys a big rev up. If you are in New York, where we currently are, what could you do on Wednesday night, Carl?
Oh man, we are out in Brooklyn. We're talking there. That's how people in Brooklyn talk.
Yes.
And we're doing.
Wait, people in Brooklyn go, "We're talking there."
Yeah, that's a direct quote.
And they point down at the ground.
Yeah.
Like just in front of them.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're not talking about that far ahead. It's just like...
They're talking on the exact. They're talking about the exact location of their feet. So if you want to see more of that sort of sweet riffing stateside, get your little heinies there to the Union Hall.
It's actually selling pretty well. Like, I think we're going to have a nice little crowd in there, so that should be cool. But yeah, if you're hearing this, as soon as it's come out, I believe it'll be tonight.
Oh, wow.
Like local time, by the time people in New York are hearing this. So, yeah, don't delay. We got some great guests coming down. It's going to be a lot of fun. Down at the Union Hall in Brooklyn, which anyone who knows that venue has said to us is how great that venue is. We'll be, hanging around and dickheading it up afterwards. So, yeah, check that out.
We've actually got great guests confirmed.
Yes.
So, it's going to be heaps of fun.
Rare for us. And, look, we've been hanging out in your city for a few days, just mixing it up and just gathering content and just seeing funny street signs that we are going to absolutely take the mickey out of. It's going to be so good.
Do you guys have that here? Taking the mickey?
Then Saturday at 2 p.m, August the 5th, at the Lyric Hyperion Theatre in Los Angeles, we're doing the last live podcast of our North American jaunt. Oh yeah. Sure, yeah. We're quitting afterwards.
I was going to throw myself off the Hollywood sign.
I'd love to find out that's the Westgate of Hollywood.
I think, man, isn't there legendary stories about that? I guess we'll figure that out when we get there.
Will we now?
Yeah. I'm going to hang under there with a big net.
What do you think happens if you get a cab from the airport and you just hop in and go, just to the Hollywood sign, thanks, mate? All your baggage there under you, stars in your eyes.
You can't do it though, can you? I don't think you can get that
How
close.
How high up can you get?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, again, this is all great. This will be grist for the mill come Saturday afternoon. So, yeah, great guests already confirmed for that. And, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah, if you've been sleeping on getting a ticket, do come down because, like we've been saying, we've come a long-ass way to do these shows and it would be nice to be doing them to rooms with some people in them.
Yep. There's going to be some people. But, if you've been listening to this for years, this is your chance. I mean, God, we haven't been here for years and years and we probably won't be again. So, if you want to come and say hello and have a beer with us afterwards, definitely come along. Again, some cool guests.
Yeah, so tickets for both of those, littledumdumclub.com. Do not miss out if you're an American, if you're an Australian, specifically a New South Welshman. We are doing our big live show at the Sydney Opera House as part of the Just for Laughs Festival Sydney, and only a scant few tickets remain. If you've been sleeping on that, then please hop on, get a ticket, and because this is so cool, we are so close to being able to say officially that we've sold out the Opera House.
Yep.
So get us over the line, guys, because we're just, I don't know about you, but I am chomping at the bit to be able to officially have said that.
To get on social media and say, hey guys, just sold out the Opera House.
Just another day at the Comedy Office.
Oh.
And it's a screenshot of the map all sold out.
Yeah, and then it's you saying, oh, you know what? When I was a kid, I always dreamed of performing opera at the Sydney Opera House. And here I am.
Yes.
Being a professional fuckhead there and selling it out.
10 years ago, I was cleaning toilets at the Opera House, and now I've just sold it out.
10 years ago, I killed myself at the Sydney Opera House. But 10 years later, look, here I am, alive and selling out the Opera House.
Rags
to riches, that is.
That's going to be really great, and we're planning some stuff for that show. It's going to be a massive show. It's going to be so much fun. Get us over the line, guys. Come on.
Before that, Brisbane, just a reminder, you need to turn up. You've sold it out, so you've got your tickets. Just turn up to it, and that's going to be in a couple of weeks, so that'll be fun. And then, of course, we announced our Melbourne show, our last Melbourne show, the only one for this year from now on. For the last half of the year, we're only doing one. It's a huge one, though. Of course, it's the June v Moon Spectacular. It's Lawrence Mooney. It's Fiona O'Loughlin, confirmed guest. It's It's they're the favourite pairing of all time on this show for guests, and we are going to do it live like we've never done it before. It's going to be, who knows, like I'm genuinely excited / scared as to where it's going to go because they're the most honest, they're the most brutal guests. So who knows what they've got up their sleeves. I'm
remaining cautious about it because I think it's one of those things that I'm sure it'll be fun, but the more you hype it up and go, this is going to be like the most fucking full-on thing ever, I'm cautious about doing that too much because, like, for all we know, we get to the day before and they've both like turned over a new leaf and become born again Christians, and then we're in front of 500 people doing an hour about puppy dogs and rainbows.
Well, way to sell it, but no,
I still think that'll be funny. Don't get me wrong; it'll be a great show either way.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm more saying, oh wow, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah,
like I genuinely don't know.
The answer is no one.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is selling really well already. That is like, I think that's like a quarter full already, and it's like 3 months to go. It's October the 21st.
Yep.
There's people jetting in from interstate and so forth. So if you're one of those types, you've got plenty of time.
This will make you a little dicky hard with some maths. What the number you told me the other day is probably, I'd say, closer to a third full.
Isn't that what I said?
Yeah.
Right.
The number that you said.
What did I say?
You said we'd sold 8 tickets.
I thought I said we'd sold a third of our tickets.
You said a quarter just before.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is great stuff.
I'm fucked.
We got Milan last night at the Comedy Cellar, by the way, everyone. LittleDumDumClub.com. So you've got New York Wednesday, August the 2nd. You've got LA Saturday, August the 5th. You've got Sydney Thursday, September the 14th, and then you've got Melbourne October is it 21st?
21st. Saturday night.
Yeah.
Now, what's coming up now is the new episode. It's a new episode of us live from Montreal. So we were in Canada for 4 days, so it was all very interesting. It was a big trade fest, wasn't it? It was heaps of awesome comics hanging around. We went and saw heaps of cool shows. So, and we did record this at midday on the Saturday, which was the podcasting hour, the comedy hour.
Yeah, and it's worth pointing out, I just edited the episode then, we do shit on the number of people that are in the room frequently throughout the app. But it is worth pointing out that we actually did okay for numbers. We did better than we thought we were going to for numbers.
Totally. We actually got decent numbers. It was just a big room.
It was a big room. By no means was it... I felt like I should point that out because listening back to it, I'm like, man, we pointed out a lot. Like,
someone did tell me that afterwards and said... You said it too much.
Yeah, you definitely said it too much. I've edited a few of them out, and there's still too many in there. But yeah, it was a wonderful experience. It was amazing to be over there, to get to do it admittedly in kind of odd conditions in a large conference room at midday.
Yep.
But yeah, it was great. People, a big shout out to the listeners who travelled from Toronto and from New York to make it there, and quite a few of them stuck around afterwards, and we all went and got lunch together. This is the thing now, we're so accessible that our live shows now, it's not just doing the gig and getting in and out. It's like an 8-hour commitment because people want to hang around afterwards, and that's cool. And, we're not big enough that we can just be shuffled out through the back.
Oh.
So our gigs now it's like a meet and greet is kind of automatically built into everything we do.
Totally. You see the other podcasts and they charge for a meet and greet, and we're like begging people, can you come and have lunch with us? Can you show us how to eat?
It is, and I don't mean this to sound ungrateful because it is great, but it is. I'm slowly now just realizing what a time commitment these live gigs have turned into. Like after this gig, I was going, great, I'm really tired. We'll do the show, then I'll nap for a few hours.
Yep.
And then, great, I'll be revived and ready to go watch shows and go to parties and stuff. And then, you say hi to 3 people at the end of the gig. All of a sudden, it's 7 p.m.
Yeah.
We're still hanging around with these people.
And plus, I think part of the fascination was because Milan was with us.
Definitely, yeah.
And
there's more star power coming from Milan than from either of us.
I think there's a lot more people fascinated with him than us.
Yeah.
So they all wanted to hang around and get Milan as well.
People just... I mean, if I wasn't in the position I'm in, I wouldn't believe it. I think people just want to see for themselves if the legends are true.
Yeah.
Like, if I heard about this mythical guy that just shouts everyone drinks, regardless of gender, color, or creed,
And
I would think there's no way this can be true.
And I don't want to big that up. I don't want to, because I don't like it when people start going, oh yeah, let's go. It's like a magic lamp or something. Let's rub the lamp and get the free drinks out of it.
Yeah.
It's not like that. Milan's a great guy. He's crazy and it's good to be around him. He draws people to him.
Yes.
He just happens to have bought us a few drinks over the years.
Yes,
so,
especially last night.
Oh,
Too
man.
many last night.
You'll hear about that in future. Probably next week you'll probably hear about that.
But yeah, anyway, big shout out out to those people that came down and who we ended up going to Dirty Dogs with afterwards. It was wonderful to meet you guys, and it means a great deal that you travel. Even if you travel from a block away, it is huge. But people got the train like overnight to come down and see it, and that was really great. So shout out to all those people. Look, hopefully it's not the last time we ever do something like that, but it was great. If that was the only time we do it, then it was a great experience. So that's all we need to say about this. By the way, we're going to give you guys a special little treat this week and not do any Patreon names. Now, is this us just wanting to be generous for the sake of content, or did one of us walk over to the other one's hotel room and forget to bring his laptop with all the names on them? Let's not say. You guys can work that out for yourselves.
That seems like an elaborate excuse if that's not true. But hey,
you and me sitting here scheming for like half an hour.
Yeah.
What can we make up?
We do, no, but thank you to everyone who subscribes, obviously on Patreon. You get the free magazine, you get the free episodes, bonus episodes. You get your name read out most weeks. Not this week because I do not have the list in front of me. But I did remember one off the top of my head.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I did.
So should we do one this week?
Yeah, I had a list ready to go. Mm-hmm. And all I can remember is the number 5 on the list.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, let's just do. Hey, that's better than nothing.
Yeah, sure. We get one of them out of the way. It definitely that will mean that this week, this person definitely won't complain.
That's great. It's better for you to do one that you remember.
Yep.
Other than, we could sit here and just make one up.
Yeah.
No one's going to know. We can just make up a fake list.
Yeah.
But what's the point of that?
Exactly. Why would you do that?
It's a miracle that you even managed to have one in your head ready to go. So let's just be thankful that that's what we've got.
Because I don't have a great memory with stuff like this. I'm terrible with names, but somehow I've got one of them.
Okay, so let's pretend that we were doing 5 this week for a change.
Yep.
And we've read out the other 4.
Yep.
We've had fun with them.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. And then, what do you got?
So the last one this week is this one that I've got. I've got it written down on my phone, actually.
Oh, you wrote it down too?
Yeah,
just for posterity.
Just to remember, because I'm pretty sure I had it, but this confirms it. Yep, this is the one. All right. Well, okay. A few things interesting going on here. I hadn't really looked into the name until now, and now I'm looking at it going, oh, right. Two different things that are sort of unusual about this, I guess. One of them is it's a familiar surname. I have to admit, we've had one of these or a few of these on before, but also it sort of sinks into this week's episode. It being in Montreal as well, sort of. I think.
Great.
Yeah, Montreal, the French-speaking place in Canada. Thank you to Patreon subscriber Pepe La Comedy. The comedy family pet skunk.
Pet skunk. So is it something where like the Mittens the comedy cat? It like Pepe is constantly something happens where the comedy cat ends up looking like comedy itself, and then Pepe chases it around trying to rape it.
Oh yeah. A big paint bucket splats on the back of
that says comedy.
Mittens the comedy cat. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful stuff.
Yeah, no. You know what it would be? It would be that Mittens the comedy cat has comedy on the back of it already, and then paint spills onto it and blacks out the comedy, which means that Pepe La Comedy now wants to fuck it because it doesn't realise it's in the same family.
Ah, great.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, that makes sense.
That's a wonderful premise for a cartoon. Mistaken incest. Fantastic.
And also cats walking around with comedy written on the back of them just to make sure everyone knows what family it belongs to.
No, but it's not. It's like a birthmark. It's just like it's got a pattern in its fur, and that's just coincidence.
Right.
That's why the comedy family, when they saw it was like a stray, and they knew they had to take it in. It was speaking to them.
Of course, that's all hypothetical because you don't have any inside knowledge of the comedy family. I wouldn't have thought.
Whatsoever.
I've got the access to the information here on the Patreon read. So
By the way, I liked before when you said Montreal, the French-speaking place in Canada.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what's on their license plate?
Yeah.
Welcome to Montreal, or as you might know it, the French-speaking place in Canada.
Yeah, it's like Victoria, the Garden State, back home. Totally.
French-speaking place in Canada.
I would have gone...
Place is really hedging your bets. Like, you don't even know if it's a city or a town.
Well, the Montreal, the French-speaking joint in Canada.
Yes,
I think that's nicer.
Yes, like Spike Lee style.
A Spike Lee joint. Yeah.
Yes.
A French-speaking joint. Yeah.
All right, enjoy this episode live from Just for Laughs Montreal. It was a great day. If you've never heard of Andy Kindler or Mark Forward before, or even Ari Shafir, check
Or
it
even
out.
Will Anderson.
You know what? Let's give a quick plug here. If you are in Edinburgh, we are not going to be there. Of course, there's going to be heaps of friends of the show there, including Mark Forward, who is on this episode. He's in it a bit, but fair to say that one of the other guests does kind of take over and start running the show.
Yep.
But Mark Forward, we both went and saw his solo show in Montreal, and it was honestly one of the best stand-up shows I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It was so good, and that's why we were so excited to have him on the show. It was so funny. It was like, you know what? Me and you probably don't go to a lot of comedy shows and laugh out loud.
Yeah.
Because for people that don't realise this, because you're in the industry, you've seen so much, you sort of don't laugh that much anymore.
Yeah, you can see a lot of stuff coming, but this is like a genuinely surprising show. It's got a great mix of him just doing stand-up and then him doing all this other weird, inventive stuff. Like,
if you like your weird stuff, if you like this thing, if you like our live podcasts and stuff like that, you've probably got a slightly, askew sense of humour maybe, but you will
it's weird,
dig
but
this guy.
It's never like right off the deep end weird. It's always still like rooted in enough kind of real world stuff to just be kind of silly and fun. I personally cannot recommend it enough. So yeah, if you are in Edinburgh, he's there for the whole month, I believe, at the Gilded Balloon. And I assume maybe he's doing something in London or something afterwards, but definitely look him up on Twitter and go see him because
highly recommended.
I'm actually upset that I don't get a chance to see it again. I hope he comes to Australia with it because it was such a good show.
Yeah, hopefully. So do that. Go if you're anywhere near Scotland. If you're staying at Dave Callan's place in Scotland, go down and see Mark Ford. Very, very funny.
Now that's the license plate in Scotland. Dave Callan's place.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's enough from us. LittleDumDumClub.com for all those tickets. Enjoy this episode live from the Montreal Just for Laughs Festival. Mates, welcome to the Little Dum Dum Club live from the Just for Laughs Festival for Montreal. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Tommy Daslow, and sitting next to me, the other half of the program, Carl Chandler.
G'day, dickheads. Hey.
We did it.
Wow. Why are you here? Is there anyone here that listens to us?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Wow, what a long way to go for a very thinly dispersed audience.
So good. Montreal, French Canada, Justin Trudeau, poutine, the Louvre, just French things, guys. Just all the great French things. Went and saw the Mona Lisa earlier.
We are part of the Just for Laughs Festival, so it's the most prestigious comedy festival in the world.
Can't you tell? Look around, guys.
Yeah, hey, well, they don't just let anyone in, obviously.
This was free, so that's justified the plane ticket.
So everyone at home got really excited that we've been chosen to come here, and fair enough, it's like very prestigious. It's invite only, all that sort of stuff. And just before we left, they had a special on TV, on Australian TV, of like the best of Just for Laughs Festival, which they often have back there. And I'm like, I might just watch this. It's like a day out. So I started watching it. Just to go, here's all the
thought process. I might just watch this.
Yeah. Just to see, the elite that get invited. And literally the only thing I saw was not like Bill Burr, not like Louis C.K. It was a woman that walks on stage and puts a kazoo in her vagina and plays the Star Spangled Banner. I'm like, now I know why we're invited.
Anyway, please welcome our first guest, please.
But we're the Australian equivalent of that lady, I'd like to think.
Yeah, we get to do a bit of minute work on that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we just quickly, this is the fourth day that we've been here. So this is like kind of the last day that we're here, that we're doing this show. We'd been here for like a day and a half, and we were going to bed, and we got an email from the festival basically saying, hey guys, thanks for coming all this way. Sorry I didn't get to meet you. Anyway, just organising your transport to the airport tomorrow for your flight out of here. And we were like, we haven't done the gig yet. Like, we've been here for 24 hours and they're already trying to kick us out.
But what I like is that we're at midday. We're in a big hotel room. The music, as you guys have been sitting here, is some sort of funeral/library music. And as I come in, I said, are we going to have any warm-up music? And they're like, why? And I'm like, something to pump people up. And the guy goes, well, I don't think people are going to be very pumped up at midday on a Saturday. Yeah, that's why I wanted the fucking music. Well, it's good to be here in Montreal. We've been being roasted by someone on Twitter saying, "You fucking idiots, why didn't you come to Toronto? Why didn't you come to Toronto?" Well, if we're going to do this well in Montreal, why don't we do a full Canadian tour?
Let's take this show on the road. Yeah, I want a quarter fill all the venues in this country. Let's do it. Let's go.
Let's keep going until we have an empty one. Then we go home. Yeah, we're in Montreal. So who's locals here? Is there a lot of locals, or have people travelled? Or yeah, nice one. We're here like as part of the Just for Laughs festival. It's not really a festival like Melbourne Comedy Festival. It's more of a conference, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's like a showbiz. Isn't it? Okay, that's funny. Cool.
One of our guests is laughing at that, so that's cool. Yeah.
It's more of a conference in that. Well, I'd like to think it's more of a conference, which explains the low attendance numbers. I guess it's very showbiz, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people doing actual pitches and stuff. We're fucking idiots. Like we don't do anything. Like it's weird to come here and see Hollywood sort of stuff happening right in front of us. I was in the gym yesterday morning.
All right, mate. You can tell.
Well, there is a difference.
Yeah. So those pecs look a day old. They're great.
Shut the fuck up. I'm on the treadmill. There's a guy next to me on the treadmill running, reading a pitch for a murder mystery. As he's running. Like he's literally going through, like reading a full pitch for a murder mystery as he's running.
Was he acting out the bit where the killer's chasing the person down a hallway?
No, he was a fat guy, so he's probably going to die soon, so that's part of it.
Well, there's no mystery there.
Yeah.
That's not really murder.
Yeah, so that's fucking bizarre. I mean, this guy probably gets missed out on making that movie because the guy couldn't be fucked running anymore. But the name of the movie was, at the start of the document, was Murder Mystery Movie.
So, is this the team from Scary Movie? They're back.
Yeah. So that's probably one reason. That's probably one reason why that movie wouldn't have got through.
Well, we overheard someone pitching a script the other day, like the day we got here, and the pitch started with them going, "It's Homeward Bound meets Kill Bill." So fucking keep an eye out for that one, guys, because that sounds like it's going to be great.
Yeah.
What is that movie going to be? Just someone going absolutely hell for leather on a Labrador with a katana? Like, what? What is that going to be? Anyway, let's get our first guest out here. Folks, great friend of the show. Please welcome into the little Dum Dum Club, Will Anderson!
Thank you. It's a sign of how well this is going for you guys that the first guest you have is someone from your own fucking country.
Hey,
all the best comedians in the world at this festival, and you had to get me on the show.
You were the only guest we had about 12 hours ago, so...
Yeah.
I know. In fact, I think I helped get the other two. So.
Yeah.
Did they offer you guests? Like, how does it work with this festival? Did they say, by the way, this is a real... Hello, Ari, look at this.
Oh.
Are you just... Hang on.
Welcome, our second guest. Someone that we didn't actually book, but welcome. Ari Javier, everyone.
What's happening, guys?
Is this the culture over here? If you have a podcast, you can just storm into anyone else's
I
show?
talked to Carl yesterday. He was drunk.
Yeah.
He said come down, and you just did.
Yeah,
I thought you were just doing podcast interruptions.
That'd be a great podcast, just to see what podcasts have interrupted all through the festival.
Well, there is about 20 podcasts on, so you could literally just walk into each of them and do a cameo, right?
Yeah, see how uncomfortable people would get if they'd be like, "Oh, this isn't for you."
You're just sitting on the end of My Dad Wrote a Porno, just like...
Well, welcome.
Thanks, man. I was gonna wait, but then I was like, "Fuck it."
Yeah.
Yeah, we gathered. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You saw this red hot room full of 40 people and went, "I need to fucking get on now before this calms down."
For people listening at home, this is definitely 37 or below.
It's a good amount of people, but the problem with the podcast audience is this is quite a big room.
Yeah.
And because they're people who normally listen to the thing by themselves, they are so scared of being close to other people that they spread themselves as far apart from each other as they possibly can.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of quarantine patients that it looks like we're playing to.
What were you saying before, Tommy? Before we were rudely interrupted by people much more talented than us?
Well, it was a good point. You were talking about not having any good guests on the show, and then one just put himself into... So keep talking about that. Another one might arrive.
Yeah, we sent out the content signal. Yeah.
Obviously, they think Tommy's got cancer again, and it's a Make-A-Wish thing. So.
That's great. Yeah, if I'd banked it up, I would have been like, yeah, using it now. All right, I'm catching in my Make-A-Wish. We want Jim Carrey on the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, no, sorry.
That's what we were saying. You said, wasn't there any help from the festival about getting guests? They did say, they said, send in your requests and we'll help you out. And so I went, okay. And I listed like 8 people and they came back and went, wow, that's a lot of great people you've listed there. It's like, yeah. They're your guests from the fucking festival. You don't need to thank me. They're yours. And then they come back and went, absolutely not, none of them. So.
Did they offer other suggestions, or they just went, nah, fuck it?
Yeah. No, that was it. That was it. So that's fine. But anyway, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
I did the same thing, by the way. I was booking my guests for my podcast at 30 minutes ago.
Right.
Yeah, I had a month to do it.
In fact, is this why you've come in to do this podcast? You're trying to get a few of these guys to come at 3? Is that the
I had to find out what floor is on, too, so I had to tell people something.
Yeah, you're just here trying to get a good seat early for your own show. Don't want to miss out on that primo position I got here. Second from the end.
Yeah.
We're going to need another mic, I guess, for eventually when we get all the guests up here.
that's a good problem to have, though.
Yeah.
We can share it around. We can make it work. You've literally got too many guests now.
Yeah. Can we get an extra mic and 40 extra punters? And a little bit of money for coming over and doing this thing too, if you can sort that out.
I like when you said 40 extra punters and the tech guy just nodded his head like, no. Yeah, we're aware we can't do that.
You could have Jim Carrey on this thing, people still wouldn't want to come in if it meant seeing you two cunts.
Hey, we got told we weren't not allowed to say that in Canada.
Do you guys have that word over here?
Yes.
People thought I was seriously asking, that's great.
Well, I was seriously wanting to know as well.
Yeah, here we go.
It's a bit more of a serious word here, though, right? Is that your experience?
In Canada, I don't know. America, for sure. America is the woman's N-word.
The what? The woman's N-word.
Or your A-word for Aborigine. I don't know what you guys thought.
No, you're allowed to say Aborigine. That one's fine.
Yeah.
There's some other ones you can't say.
Yeah.
That one's actually quite a technical, correct word. That's okay.
Wait, do you guys have your own black derogatory terms?
Oh, yeah.
We're a little bit sophisticated. We don't have to just copy your ones.
Yeah. Oh, we not only have them, but we name our cheeses after them. That's a great joke if anyone understands what it is.
Again, we come all this way to make jokes about an Australian brand of cheese.
Do you call your black people American sliced?
It's a weird time of the day to be getting into this.
Yeah.
Pre-lunch is the time for this sort of discussion. Should we get our next guest out here?
Sure.
Our third guest, technically. Folks, we saw this guy's show last night and we loved it. You guys are going to love him, so please make a lot of noise. Welcome into the little Dum Dum Club, Mark Ford!
Oh, you guys are talking about word for black people, and then the fifth white guy comes on your show.
Oh, yeah. There's a really diverse show, this.
You better hope that sixth guest
is a black Muslim woman.
Hey, I did not sit on a plane for 20 hours to finally have this show be diverse, okay? I'll be fucked if I'm going to come all this way to change things up now.
6 hours ago we were struggling to get white guys on, as if we could get someone different.
We are sticking around for another week to take part in the Just for Men's Rights Festival, which I think is when we're really going to shine up here.
Yeah, podcasting, because white men needed another thing.
I felt so much stress coming up. I didn't know if I should sit. I'm Canadian and I was so worried about the chairs.
There was one chair left.
No, that's really good because I actually have a really terrible back and I have not been able to get comfortable in this seat for the entire time.
Yeah,
so when our next guest gets up, I'm going to let him sit down and then I'm just going to stand in a way that doesn't hurt my back.
You can take that mic and be the roving reporter around the crowd.
Yeah, let's interview everyone here. That'll knock off a good minute and a half.
Ask them all the same question. Why are you here?
What's gone wrong?
Just keep moving around the chair to make it look like we're full.
I feel like my favourite people I'd like to talk to are these guys in the front row, which seems like I imagine a dad and son. Is that what's going on here? Yeah, now...
Which one's which?
I want to know who's the fan of the podcast. Like, yeah, the son. And Dad is here going, what the fuck is this? Yeah. That's how much I love my son.
How old are you, buddy?
14.
Wow, your voice changed mid-number then.
Did we just make a man out of you? And are you guys Montreal locals?
No.
Where'd you come from?
New York.
New York?
New York, we're doing a show there in 3 days. You fucked up.
You didn't let him finish. He said not specifically for this.
Oh, right.
Yeah, let him finish his sentence. He came to see other people and you just happened to be here.
Well, I felt good for a second. Thanks.
I just don't want you to get too big.
What did you...
Hey, there's no worrying about that.
I love the fact that they didn't even remove chairs. Like they could have, you know what I mean?
Well, we got asked before if we would mind being seat fillers for a taping that's on tonight. Why aren't they doing that for us?
Yeah.
This is technically a taping. We don't want to sound dumb when we put this up.
You guys, you've been shitting on the sound guy since it started. He's not recording this.
So what did you come up to Montreal to see?
You.
Me? Oh, yeah.
He can't back out now.
Yeah.
My real guess is he came to lose his virginity. And his dad was going to pay for it.
Yeah, this is not that sort of podcast. This is no free routes included.
But paid routes, I mean, we're happy to dish them out.
Got to pay for the trip somehow.
Yeah. Got to get home somehow. That's right. He's 14. We should stop talking like that. Sorry, Dad. Are we cool?
Oh, yeah, we're way.
We're way cool.
He's heard it all.
He's heard it all. What's he heard?
I also
Everything.
love that not only your...
From Australia.
Oh, I thought you meant like you've got thin walls in your house or something. Right.
Do you dab? Can you dab? Me? Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool.
Man, are you into Pokemon?
X, Y, and Z.
How many fidget spinners do you own?
None?
None. You're not a real 14-year-old. It's a cop.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Get out.
No, what are you doing? What are you doing telling our audience members to get out of here?
Get out of here and go to the food court and find a few more people and bring
Make
it back.
room for more tumbleweeds. Get out of here.
What do you fill your content with when there isn't a shitty crowd?
Come up.
There's always a shitty crowd.
I like how they got sad. Like sitting in an empty room wasn't sad enough for them. Pointing it out.
Yeah.
Their life decision made them sad. I don't think you're a shitty crowd. I'm just talking about the numbers, okay? Not you individually.
If it makes you feel any better, my show was sold out last night and half of them did not turn up. Half of the audience did not turn up.
You're
And
right.
the only thing that made me happy about that was I imagined it had been a group booking and there'd been a serious accident and they'd all died.
You're right. That does make me feel better.
That makes me feel better about here. Now I'm imagining 200 people dead. So, well done, survivors, for crawling out of that wreck.
And we live to see another day.
Should we get another guest on?
Yeah,
somehow?
sure. Let's get our fourth guest out. Folks, yeah, very happy to have this guy on. We saw him yesterday do his State of the Industry address here at Just for Laughs. Please welcome Andy Kindler.
Man, Will is limping.
Yeah, I got shot 9 times. like 50 Cent, mate. That's why I walk with a limp.
I see the way Ari jumped up to help.
I started to move.
Sorry, you can't at home see how hilarious my comment was.
Guys, it's a good advertisement for coming to a live show. You can see people limp.
Andy, this is our first
That
time.
was funny, and I only heard 2 of those words.
Oh, thank you. Which was
guys
your
are
favourite?
You guys are funny. I know I shouldn't sound surprised, but I often am surprised by humor.
Right.
Hey, you guys are great.
Well, this is our first year here. You did your State of the Industry address.
I did it yesterday. I took him down, baby.
Yeah, I saw, yeah.
I took Ari Shafir down. I said that I did your story show. This is not happening, and I should have taken a clue from the name of the show that this is not happening because they never showed my actual footage on the air, so it wasn't happening. What do you people want? It's 12:15. What do you want? Some polished street jokes?
Well, yeah. So you've been coming to this festival for many years now. This is our first year. We've got one more night here. We want to break big over here. What's your advice for tonight?
You mean to break big here?
Yeah, we need this.
Oh, you have to go viral. Am I right? Mark has some bacterial videos. What you do is, and if anybody in the audience wants to do this, just make a funny thing, like a vine of some kind. Like you just take a drink and you're like, ooh, I don't like it. And you put it out there and you just wait for the viral thing to take off. I can't even get my viruses to go viral. But Jimmy Fallon does a potato sack race and China downloads it.
Well, that's wonderful advice. I can't wait to take that on board.
Oh, that was not good advice.
What?
I thought you were going to ask me what to eat and stuff. You had the bagels?
We've had the bagels.
This is the world's greatest bagels in Montreal, right, Ari?
St. Peter bagels are great.
And also smoked meat. Well, I sound like a tourist guide. You might want to try the French section.
What is the deal, Mark? What is the deal with people speaking French? What is going on?
What's the deal? And
Canadian.
Why? Why is it like...
we'll be back with people who know nothing about history.
And we'll get through all the nationalities. Don't worry.
Welcome to If Seinfeld Was Racist.
Oh, by the way, I can't believe that Ari thought Aborigine would be some kind of a slur. Hey, Aborigine! It can't be. It's too long a word. Jew. Hey, Jew. See? That's a nice sound.
Yeah, so what do people fucking...
Shit.
A journalist has asked you a question. Can you answer it?
I thought it was
He's from the country. So
That's what I mean. That's why I'm asking him.
Yeah, but that's a stupid question.
No, don't make them. No, there are no stupid questions. They're just stupid ways to ask it.
Thank you.
We both work for 60 Minutes back home, so a bit of respect, thanks, okay?
You do 60 Minutes?
Yeah, we do.
Is there 60 Minutes in every country?
Yes.
Yeah, there is. But we don't...
You don't do 60 minutes in Australia.
Oh, you got me going! God damn it. Because they do that in Canada. They have Canadians.
You think we were the host of 60 Minutes? How dumb do you think Australia is?
No. Andy Rooney. You come on, Dan. I don't like pizza. Why are my fingernails long?
Just when you said, is there 60 Minutes in every country, it was fun to assume that you weren't talking about the TV show.
I was not counting metric. No metric.
We're doing all right. We have hours.
Mark, come on. Be nice and tell them what the deal is.
Every time I go to fucking answer, you start talking.
No, I'm not going to interject again.
That guy Andy said he didn't want to do polished bits, and then he went into a 5-minute bit.
All memorized stuff. Everything. Done the street jokes before.
I don't know the history of Canada. I live here. I don't know.
I do know
a
the
bunch of
history.
French people came and they settled and they stayed at one spot because they liked it. And
But why didn't they... But the rest of the country speaks English, yeah?
yeah,
Well, why didn't they
There was a whole
assimilate?
huge area that just spoke French.
Why weren't they bred out?
it's kind of like Chinatown.
And I don't think that's
They just
correct
all
at all.
lived in one place.
Now, see, this sort of boring discussion feels like what should be happening in this room.
Well, it's a boring discussion because no one can finish a fucking sentence.
Oh boy, Mark with the potty mouth.
I am angry.
I feel like there's a chance you have too many guests.
Oh, Will, where'd you go? Look over here. You can't be off camera. People want to see you.
I wish people had like a third ear pod in their ear, you know, because you could see that Will's in the back of the room. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a third stereo sound.
Oh, this podcast goes out in Dolby. They'll be able to hear that.
Is this going Dolby?
No.
Dolby C.
What is it about our accent that makes everyone take everything we say at face value?
Yeah. I guess it's because they just saw us. I guess it's because they saw us do the first 10 minutes and no one laughed and went, "Oh, they don't do comedy."
You guys are funny, and I'm giving you the Kindler bump. I don't know. You want to be alienated by the rest of the industry? Get on the board.
What? Because we were listening to you yesterday, you have a thing with Ricky Gervais.
Oh, I can't stand him.
You don't like Ricky Gervais?
I have a huge feud with him because the thing is, I make fun of all comedians, right? So I make fun of him, and then he goes because he has on his Twitter page. He's like every picture is like.
For people at home, Andy opened his mouth.
And he's like totally going, oh, my shows are sold out. Or if someone like insults him, he goes, well, I'll just go back to my mansion now and relax over there. And then he's such a mean. I don't like mean new atheists, and people think that atheism is science.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I don't know about what your sky wizard is up to. So anyway, he gets into a whole thing with me. He decides to call me a troll. Then there's a guy I blocked on Twitter who wrote this hit piece on me. Ricky Gervais, puts it on his Facebook page, so millions of people start to barrage me. He's a mean, nasty person. He's not the character of David Brent.
Just to be clear, you're calling someone a mean, nasty person for being mean to you after you fucking started it.
No, but don't you think that's a good point? Good point. Solid point. Do you think if you
Hey, they don't give jobs from 60 Minutes to
yeah, you can't. But if you had £100 million or whatever in the bank, do you really think you'd spend all that time going after me and sending and he calls me mental and all that kind of stuff?
He also does it. You know what he does? He like searches his name. He doesn't just search the @Ricky Gervais. He searches.
He goes into it.
Yeah.
Oh.
He says he never mentions. That's his big thing. I've never mentioned my troll's name. And you know what I did last night?
What?
I blocked them. Boom.
Is that good?
Yes!
What?
Because he keeps saying he's making a big deal. Oh, I don't have to block my troll. My troll is. He called me. He said he had pity for me once. He said, "Oh, my troll is." So now he was gonna block me at some point. Don't you think I beat him to the punch?
Yeah, you got him.
I won.
What's your favourite Ricky Gervais vehicle?
What's that?
What's your favourite Ricky Gervais vehicle? Do you like?
I liked the original Office. I thought it was fantastic, and I liked Extras. The original Office I thought was great.
Yeah, it was
and
great.
Extras was pretty good.
What about when he pretends to be disabled or whatever that show is?
I could not watch that show.
Yeah.
Have you watched that? Have you tried to watch that show?
I tried to watch it. I couldn't.
I went blind a couple years ago, so I'm all right. I can't.
You were blind?
Yeah. Oh, I'm just good at it.
Amazing at it. You just walked right up. That's how you got on this podcast. You didn't know where you were going.
Disability. Is this Schwartz's? Can I have one of those best sandwiches, please?
Well, you have to come and sit.
I
in your
can't
office.
sit down, Andy. Like, you sit down. I'm going to come and get my coffee, though, because I left it up there on the table. But other than
I don't
that...
like it.
Well, we
Thank
figured
you.
with you Hollywood
Thank you,
types,
that's
with you
really
being in Montreal and all these pictures happening, we started writing some pictures and we figured we'd run them by you guys to see, if we could make them better in any way.
When you say peaches, you were going to...
Quick question: what do you think my name is?
Carl?
Yeah,
All right.
that's good. A lot of people don't in here think my name is Cal, Cole, Kyle, or Coral. But you got it. That's good.
Oh, yeah. I've had sex with drunk Australian girls before, so you got to be able
So
to...
you know my
hear through
name.
the accent.
They scream out your name.
Their spiritual king, yeah.
Can you... Ari,
He's
can
the
you...
R. Kelly of Australia, yeah.
Ari, can you just say it a little slower? Can you just say his name a little slower for me?
Carl.
Oh, I just love The Walking Dead, and it hasn't been on for a while, so...
I've seen his thing.
You've seen his thing.
He took his thing out of the club, and I saw it.
Yeah,
and I
something like that.
canceled my portobello mushrooms.
Did you take it out of the club?
That was a 9-year callback, Andy.
You never let it go.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was crazy. I happen to enjoy that.
Oh, no, I mean the callback to fucking a decade
yeah.
ago. I've never seen one that long. That was great.
But I'm talking about he had. Forget it.
Why was it
You'll
out?
see.
Why did you take it? Was it part of a bit or was
Brody
it
Stevens
arranged?
was hosting a show and he's super homophobic, so I just took my dick out and stood next to him.
Oh, I didn't know that was the reason why.
Yeah, I knew it'd make him uncomfortable. I think he got molested or something. One of those. I don't know. And lost everybody. Okay, great.
Your dick lost everybody.
Yeah.
That's weird.
All right.
So,
Anyway,
these-
Carl, thank you.
we've got these sweet elevator peaches that we've been working on.
Yeah. Peaches. From Coral. So we've got these pictures. All right, here we go.
Stop saying peaches.
I'm trying.
Jesus Christ, Australia. Get it together.
We play. This is the peach. We play. We play the two forgotten Hemsworth brothers. Their mum was drinking heavily throughout the pregnancy. We arrive in Hollywood looking to make a comic book movie as well. We both land the role of Casper the Ghost, and by land the role of a ghost, I mean we both kill ourselves. Think the Beverly Hillbillies meets What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
I'm saying episodic for sure.
Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah.
a show, not a movie, like a TV show.
Yeah, an ongoing show.
Okay.
Where does the show go when the end of the pilot is us killing ourselves, though? Where's that 2 go?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was the beginning.
Where do you see these ghosts in 5 years? That's what I want to know.
That's what they tell you. Yeah.
Can
5
ghosts kill themselves? Because that could be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, ghost suicide.
Yeah.
Would you have other ghosts trying to talk you out of it, saying there's too much to not live for?
It's very good because a ghost, you can't throw yourself off a bridge when you're a ghost. You just
You
float.
can. Well,
Wait, can you throw yourself off a bridge when you're not a ghost?
Yes,
You
that's how you
throw
become
yourself.
a ghost.
You jump,
Oh,
right? A ghost can
you don't
still
have
jump.
the term "throw yourself."
Yeah,
in Canada.
but okay, forget it.
There's lots
the
of
next
lots of
page?
French translation. Yeah. Yeah.
Will, why don't you weigh in, huh? See, you guys don't make it happen.
Hey guys, I thought there wasn't enough white podcasters on the stage, so I've run into Stu Goldsmith from the Comedians Comedian podcast.
Yeah.
Would you like to be part of the
Do you,
podcast too?
Stuart, do you want to know how we come up with this magic?
Yeah, no, not really. It's pretty apparent.
Whoa, you guys really take the piss out of each other.
This guy gets it.
can we get every podcaster that's in the Hyatt right now down here
Yeah.
for like a We Are the World style?
Who's got Mark Maron's number here?
You don't call yourself broadcasters, though, do? I hate when people do that. They go,
not.
oh, I'm not just a host, I'm a broadcaster. You know what I'm talking about? They used to do that with like Johnny Carson. They call him a... Look, people, I am so sick and tired of your negative attitude towards my half-baked, unfunny statement.
Hey, quiet down. I've got another peach.
What? What? Are you hungry?
All right. Next one for me and Tommy. A reboot of Mad Max based on our trip to Montreal. 2 Australians take a long trip in one direction, only to get to the destination and get absolutely nothing out of it. So then we go all the way back again.
Crocodile. I have a name. Crocodile Dundee.
A great riff on the original Crocodile Dundee. Yeah.
And also a current reference too. Current reference.
Hey, that's not a riff. That's a riff.
Peter Allen is
Dead. Yeah. Thanks for rubbing it in.
That's a no. Come on, that is.
What?
I do a joke now where I'm at my
You do
father's-
Peter Allen jokes?
No, but I do a joke. I say I'm at my father's funeral, and my mother turns to me and she says, "Andy, I have to, but you." So that's another joke based on when you catch your best friend in bed with your wife.
Yep.
And you go, Eddie, I have to, but you.
Yep.
And I put it in an appropriate setting.
Right. But Peter Allen.
You know what we're talking about, right?
No.
Oh,
No,
did I? You know it, right?
No.
Okay, so the guy.
Hands up if you know what he's talking about.
Did I have gay? Did I? You know, the guy goes home from a party and.
Is Peter Allen your lawyer?
No, Peter Allen was a famous entertainer,
Yep.
and so he says, "Did I have gay sex with you last night?" He goes, "Peter Allen has gay sex. What you did was just boom, 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 like that. Why don't you read a book or get some history?"
I think several people are reading a book instead of listening now.
Nobody knows who Peter Allen is.
Yeah, I know who he is. I still don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, then I would say the problems with the material once again.
The only people that said yes, I know him, by the way, are people that said yeah with 2 syllables. So I feel like it's not an American thing. I don't know. No,
All right.
Lost everybody? Good?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I think everybody. Something's wrong with everyone.
Peter Allen.
Nothing's wrong with everyone. It's just midday.
There's nothing wrong with anyone. You're just saying Peter Allen, then telling an unrelated story, and then saying, "Don't you know why there's a connection there?"
What is meat day? Is that where you peach?
What?
Oh, I'm making fun of the Australian's accent. How rich!
Let's just quickly say you came out to Australia about 4 years ago or so for the comedy festival.
Yeah.
And you were getting up in front of Australian audiences and doing a bit of gear about Dennis Kucinich. Who
Yeah,
even
because I
people
said I
here don't
have
know.
my glasses. I have progressive lenses, and my glasses. Once they voted for Dennis Kucinich.
Revel in it.
Did I get up early just to help Andy work out his material.
From 4 years
Did
ago
you
in
ever
another
take
country.
an interjection workshop? Get in here, baby. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh, no, I did.
We need to book
Pictures.
3 guests. Andy Kindler. Done.
I'm not someone who dominates things and has issues and it's all about me. I'm not a narcissist.
Who's your 3 least favourite people in Hollywood?
Ooh, me?
Look forward.
I'm not even there.
Who's a horrible? You mean like an actor or something? I can't think of anything.
Still hate Leno.
But I don't hate him like I hate Ricky Gervais. I mean, I really despise Ricky Gervais.
Has your Leno hatred gone down since he's been off the air?
Well, you know, Leno has a car that runs on the energy of all the people's dreams he's crushed. No, it has gone down. I even watched the car show. Not really.
It feels like we're just sort of slightly heckling an hour of your material this time.
But that was for everyone, right? Do you think I'm in Hollywood when I'm in LA? I live in the Valley.
I think that's one of your better Peter Allen jokes.
Who's obnoxious?
I don't know.
Well, Dane Cook, but he's not, he's just a little
I
bit.
can't believe that you're struggling to pick 3 people you don't like.
Ricky Gervais, is he in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Technically, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, I don't think they like people that live in Hollywood. I think just Hollywood.
No,
types.
but don't you mean celebrities of some type?
No, just random people.
My friend Eddie. Oh my God! Stop eating with your mouth open, asshole. Well, I don't like a lot of people. Like I don't like in the old days when they had Michael Jeff Zucker, but he's in New York. But Michael Eisner, I don't like a lot of the studio heads.
Right.
But now they're not even the heads anymore.
People don't know studio heads. They're looking for...
Neither do I, because Michael Eisner's not even in that job. All these jokes are from the 90s.
You can't pick out 3 people you hate. Not even your top 3.
Give me some suggestions.
Louis C.K.
But he's not in Hollywood, though. I don't like Louis C.K. because
Don't get put off by the geography.
Okay, I would say I'm not a fan of him. Not a fan. Not my cup of tea. He makes me hate tea. I did that joke about Will and Grace years ago. Okay, look. Yeah, I don't like him a lot. But
Why don't you like him?
Because I
You
made
one of
fun
his
of.
hits?
I made fun of him at one of the speeches here.
Right.
And he's kind of he's a creepy guy. He came to Toronto where I was doing a show. He comes backstage and like, hi. It was all nice. He's coming back there to menace me in some way.
But it seems like all the people you don't...
A week after I did it, like a month after I did it, he came out of his way.
Oh, that was right after that.
Yeah, right after he did a guest set, but I know that he came down there to just give me a look.
He for sure heard about it. There's no way he didn't hear
No,
about
I heard about it. I can't reveal how. I know, but I know that he's not happy about it.
This is, again, you started it.
Yeah, it seems like you hate all the people.
Oh, these aren't, the category isn't things you've said horrible things about.
it. Just people you hate.
So you only like people that you say horrible things to them and then they don't respond.
I don't know, but my mind's going blank. Mark, you know Hollywood.
All right, Mark, who's your least 3 favourite Canadian people?
Oh, good.
Howie Mandel.
Give me 3 words. I've got a bunch of Canadian names here.
Okay.
Give me some word association.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Matthew Perry.
Has mental issues.
Wait,
Just
1,
watch his
2,
weight.
3.
Watch his weight, right? Like it's always fluctuating. There's something wrong.
With his weight.
Like I'm just fat, so I'm okay.
Right. But what about his mental issues?
I just think.
Yeah, thanks, Judge Judy.
Yeah, he has a lot of. I think he has a lot of issues with his brain. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
No, we had it.
I mean, you got Andy on the show. He's. I'm kidding, Andy.
That one hurt.
All right.
No, come on, we have to think of who's like an obnoxious actor.
Is this rapid fire, or are we gonna
Yeah,
have
yeah,
5
yeah.
minutes of Andy in between each one?
It's paragraph association. Let's keep going.
Hey, we're still trying to work our way through our introduction to Will from when Ari stormed in, so we got a lot to catch up on.
I thought you were already going for 15 minutes, and I was like, oh, fuck,
No, they
that
just
idea as
started.
well. I had no idea.
Justin Bieber.
I don't mind him. Oh, do you mind him? Oh, you good talk.
How do Canadians feel about
I think
it?
he's a bit of a dick. We don't like him.
You know
I
what?
mean, the young people do, but I don't like him. I think he just constantly is a dick.
What about you, young man? Do you like Justin Bieber?
You know you do. You know you do. Just admit it. You know you do.
Like he drove over a cameraman the other day. Did you see that?
He what?
He drove over a cameraman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so who hasn't done that? Jesus Christ, Mark, with the judgmentalness.
I like how you think he's
Pissed in a mop bucket. Like he's just done shitty.
Where'd you want to piss? Next to it on the floor? It's a perfect place to piss.
Yeah, in the sacred mop bucket. Where we keep all the shitty water. I can't believe someone pissed in it.
My favourite was when he signed the, at the Anne Frank house. He signed the book at the Anne Frank house and said that Anne Frank would have been a believer. Wow. Yeah.
He also pissed in a bucket.
I feel bad for him. I just feel bad for him because, he was like 5 years old he started performing, and you got to feel...
I saw him once in Iceland.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my promoter was promoting his show too, so I saw him. It was pretty bad. He wasn't a good performer. I was pretty surprised.
Did you think you were going to like Justin Bieber?
I thought I wouldn't like the songs, but I would see one of the top performers in the world.
Yeah.
Fucking phone did it barely. This kid's got no taste.
Oh, I know I hate Susan Sarandon. I hate Susan Sarandon. I hate her.
All right.
I despise her. She helped get Trump elected by not supporting Hillary.
Oh, right. So that's the one person in Hollywood you hate.
Do not like her!
She's had it coming for a while. Susan Sarandon, out of all the people,
because she just enraged me. Because she said, like at one point, if Hillary gets the election, the thing, I might not vote. I might not vote for her. And the guy goes, really? He goes, yeah, really. I'm a very progressive person. Now, Ari,
she was going out with like a ping pong champ.
Huh?
Yeah. Susan Sarandon, she didn't go out with Tim Robbins anymore, and she started going out with like a 20-year-old ping pong champ.
Oh, wait a second. Wait, what? Are you telling me that she's dating a table tennis person?
Yes.
Oh, I changed my mind then.
Did you just correct his derogatory term for a table tennis person? We don't call them ping pongers anymore.
Don't insult us. Ping pongers.
Ping pongers does sound racist.
Ping pongers. You mean table tennis person?
Yeah, excuse me. I assume you meant a peach.
It's cool. I'm half ping pong. I can say it. It's totally fine. My grandpa played ping pong.
Can we throw it to Will for a second out in the field?
Oh. What's the feel of the audience out there?
Yeah, what's the vibe like all the way back up there?
You know what? As people have left, they've said nice things. They smile politely.
Would you say they snored politely?
Yeah, snored politely. Yeah, they snored politely. One guy up the back's been having he said it was the best nap he's had all day.
All day, and it's only lunchtime. Wow, nice credit.
Yeah, he's been to 3 other podcasts.
All right, should we keep going on this Canadian thing? Let's try a couple more of this word association that we started at the start. 3 words, and then we did 5 minutes on each.
Yeah.
Look, the greatest Canadian of all time, Pamela Anderson.
I forgot she even existed. I wouldn't think we...
You forgot you were 14 years old at some stage?
Yeah, like the thing is, like, there's world celebrities, and we don't really, I don't think of her as Canadian.
I never knew she was.
What?
Yeah.
You disowned her. Who have you got better than her?
Well, I didn't own her in the first place.
Wait, was Baywatch not shot in Canada?
No. On our beautiful beaches? No.
I thought it was a Newfie beach.
Well, if you don't think of these people as Canadians, who do you think as Canadians?
I like Monty Hall. Call me old fashioned.
14-year-old, you'd like Pammy, right?
Let the kid grow up and have a life.
The 14-year-old's not into a 50-year-old woman, Tommy.
I like the idea that Pammy's just eternal. All 14-year-olds go through a Pammy phase.
You don't. When you were a kid, you didn't jack off over Marilyn Monroe, did you?
Not literally.
Yeah.
I think I was watching a hockey game the first time.
Me going, oh, pop.
First time he did it?
Yeah. No,
You jacked off over Wayne Gretzky.
No, it was...
What?
It was the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I was playing with it, and then it happened, and I was like, whoa, I guess I really like hockey.
Talk about icing. Is that the right word?
I guess there is something pretty
Is that
sexy
better?
about that curling move that they do to like clean the ice or whatever. Was that it?
No, that's
sweet
curling. That's a whole different sport.
Oh, okay.
Why don't they just clean the ice? Why do they have to put a thing in there?
Did you confuse really, honestly, curling and hockey?
Yeah, I thought that kind of happened in tandem.
You thought it was part of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I thought it
brooms
was like
and
they
hockey.
scratch up the ice with their blades and then those guys come up and clean it up.
I like that.
Instead of the circle of life.
Yeah. I like that part in football where they shoot free throws.
Oh yeah, so Ari, you're coming to Melbourne next
Yeah.
year.
I gotta figure out how to do it, but yeah.
You got to figure out how to do it.
I don't know at the festival. I don't know how to do it.
Just watch what we do in a couple of days' time.
Okay.
Get on a plane and go to Melbourne. Yeah. No, so you'll be down there, so that's good. Like a lot of people back home will be excited about that. You're going to do. I was trying to convince you last night. You're going to do your podcast because the thing about our podcast is a lot of people turn up. It's not like this back home. People turn up, but then when we do our stand-up, it's a bit like this. People like the podcast a lot more than the stand-up.
You are being very fucking generous to your stand-up.
That is cool now that when we do stand-up, we can refer to it as being a little bit Montreal.
Yeah.
It's feeling a little Montreal in here.
Yeah.
Ricky Gervais is the greatest stand-up in the world, he considers himself.
I hate when people call him a stand-up at all. That guy's fucking not.
He's not, but he thinks he's great. He thinks he's a great stand-up.
Yeah.
If you didn't have to have a license to perform brain surgery, Ricky would have tried it a couple of times by now.
So, Ari, you want to do the Melbourne Comedy Festival?
Yeah.
You want to get in with them?
Yeah.
Well, you came to the right guys because
Really?
no one.
We basically host the gala there every year. Like there's all the big stuff sort of goes through us there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Are you giving him the business?
No, we're the host of 60 Minutes. We wouldn't lie to you.
Oh, I forgot about 60 Minutes.
Yeah. No, so pretty much, we run the town, so just deal with us after the show.
Aren't you booked already?
I thought Chip Franklin ran the town.
Who?
Franklin?
Chip Franklin?
Is that his wrong?
You just made up a name.
Rich Franklin? No.
Chris Franklin.
Chris Franklin. God damn it.
Right. No. He's a massive alcoholic that went to jail. He doesn't run any town.
Yeah, I thought he was your president.
It does sound like that.
Thanks. Ari's finding every way to bring the entire nation down. Was that a big thing? A scandal?
No. A bogan going to jail is a normal thing. Do you know what a bogan is?
No, I don't. I didn't even know what that first word was, but I didn't want to be embarrassed. What was the first word?
Bogan is like, what do you say here?
It's their version of white trash.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't use that word because I'm a perfect human being. I do actually feel weird about using. I never use that because I feel like it's the last. Actually, Louis C.K., who I have an enemy with, he has a great bit about. He goes, white trash. He says, oh, yeah, great. Nice going, people who can't afford an apartment. So he kind of makes fun of that. It's not their fault that they're poor.
Right.
It wasn't a good bit because I didn't present it well. Because I don't want him to get a laugh.
Anything more about Canada we should know? Because we're going to leave tomorrow.
Well, obviously you know nothing about it.
Yeah.
So I could say anything, and it would be information for
It'd be great if you could.
We went to the war with the States and we won.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we burned down the fucking White House. We own that. We love that. We would like to do it again, but
Yeah, you're 1-0 against us.
yeah, we're 1-0. We went to battle and
Has
we
Canada
never
ever been
lost.
to war with anyone?
I just fucking told you. Fuck you. We were in World War One. We were in World War One and World War Two. We were in it before the fucking States were in them.
Oh, really?
World War
Yeah.
One. Why were you in that war? That was a confusing war.
We were lonely. We wanted to see the world. Big Ferdinand fans.
Of course, some of the French, though, were pro-Hitler. Just kidding. French Canadians. Does that make sense at all?
No.
Do you speak French, Mark?
No.
Je parle français un peu.
No.
J'ai étudié. J'ai étudié. J'ai étudié à l'école.
What does that mean?
I studied in school.
Oh.
Avez-vous, je vais au bibliothèque? Oui. Je vais au bibliothèque. Allez-vous au bibliothèque?
Were you saying Gervais?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says it.
He just said go
I guess
to
I
the
can go to the
library.
library, which they don't even exist anymore.
What's Gervais?
Why is your French so demanding?
I go.
I go.
Go to the library. I wouldn't even say that in English.
We tried to learn a bit of French, and I will demonstrate this right now.
Quel est le français pour la chatte stupide?
Do people know what that means?
Stupid cat.
That's for our reference. That translates to what's French for dumb cunt.
Oh my God. Trouble.
This is another phrase that we need to use a lot.
Ne vous inquiétez pas, personne ne nous connaît en Australie.
Something
That's,
about
don't worry, no one knows us in Australia either.
Really, no one knows us in Australia? Or
I
really
like
that's how
it
it translates?
People don't watch 60 Minutes.
Isn't it like 90 because of the metric?
Numéro de téléphone international est 0438.
Hang on.
Mon numéro de téléphone international est 0438.
Like, I love getting laughs in French.
Yeah.
Oh, also, my favourite idea is that somebody who hasn't seen any of the rest of the podcast walks in at this moment and just goes, "What the fuck is going on?"
Babblefish Live, everyone. Check it out.
The translation of that is my international cell number is 0438. Yep. Very funny to you people. No.
Do we want to do one more elevated peach?
Oh, should we?
Yeah.
All right.
We're getting near the end
All right.
of our lives.
Hopefully.
that rapid fire was fun.
Well worth sitting in the hotel room all yesterday to come up with that one.
I like how you're like, oh yeah, that was really fun. You were the one fucking answering it.
I answered, and then I was waiting for the next one.
Yeah, he's like, you got some great
I don't know if you
guests
guys
here.
have a different definition of rapid down there.
But
All
you...
right, let's go. Michael J. Fox.
Awesome. Love
Celine Dion.
Nothing for her. Terrible.
Katie Lane.
She does the best version of Hallelujah.
Great bit.
Does Leonard Stern song?
Yeah, she does.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, you should.
Ari, you like that song? Leonard Cohen was a Jew.
Yeah. And Hallelujah was written by a Jew.
He wrote it, right?
No, David.
Oh, the original.
King David,
See,
yeah.
he went to yeshiva. This guy actually knows the Jewish religion, and now he's not crazy about it.
Yeah, but if you call it yeshiva, it's derogatory.
Oh, what did I do?
No, yeshiva is okay. You are okay. I'm letting everybody else know not to take it to the next level.
Andy, are you Jewish?
I'm Jewish. I don't know. I don't like to talk about it except every other joke.
What is yeshiva? What is it?
So like a seminary for shorter people.
Oh.
Less athletics.
He studied the Talmud.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of the love guru himself, Mike Myers?
Oh.
I love how he promotes Canada.
What do you think?
He loves how he promotes Canada.
That's the worst compliment I've ever heard in my life. The guy has a nice jacket.
Well, he hasn't done a lot of good things lately, but I like that he still loves his country.
The Gong Show. He's doing the Gong Show.
What do you think of that? Would you be?
I haven't seen it, but I see people on there I like Zach Galifianakis is on there, so I think it could be fun. But he's in a costume, so I don't know.
Glad we went back to the rapid fire.
If you were on Hollywood Squares and you were one of the squares and Ricky Gervais guessed you and guessed right, and that would give him 3 in a row, would you refuse to give him the X?
I would refuse. I didn't do Hollywood Squares because I didn't want to do comedy with Whoopi Goldberg.
Why?
It was stupid.
Oh,
Should've done it.
Goldberg, right.
I don't think she's funny, but why would I not do that? But Hollywood Squares where comedy is geometrically impossible. Is that the right word? Geometric?
Yes.
Yeah, we have that down there. Yeah.
I used to really not like Whoopi at all, but that's when she was working.
Why don't you like Whoopi Goldberg?
I was offering $1 million.
Because you talked shit
Whoopi
about
Gold-
her and then she found out and now you hate her.
I was offering $1 million for any footage of Whoopi being funny, and still. He loves the movie Eddie.
She was going to Star Trek Next Generation.
She's a good actor, right? Like in Color Purple or something?
Yeah, that was fucking recent.
Says the guy who made a King David joke.
I'm so interested now. Is that song when he says David, right?
He's talking about Dave, yeah.
Boy.
Man, if we had Whoopi Goldberg on this podcast, it'd really help out the whole white guy quota. It'd really fix
I'd
a lot
love
of
to
stuff
come
going
back
on.
here next year and our guests, Ricky Gervais and Whoopi Goldberg.
Fuck. What would you, if Ricky Gervais offered you, how much would he have to offer you for you to be his support?
Like probably $100 or something like that. What am I? It's never going to happen. I used to love him. That's the thing. I thought he was the greatest thing in the world. So, but he's not going to offer me anything now.
But you just hate
Why, have
him.
you heard something?
Yeah, he listens to this. So yeah.
What if
Name
they?
your price.
What if they? What if they rebooted Derek for American TV?
Oh, Joe, don't
And they-
make my dreams come true.
They offer you the lead roles, but you have to go full Derek if you know what I'm saying.
Let me say this. I would never do it, and it's easy for me to say it now when there's no money involved. I have principles. I'm not going to violate those. What do you think about... they hate him. Comics hate him in England. They hate him. Nobody likes him. What about Australia?
He's a guy that I guess he did all those shows and then he decided to do stand-up. So I guess stand-ups look down on him a little bit like that because he starts his first gigs are like in front of 17,000 people and he's doing like open mic jokes.
Who? Gervais? Who are you talking about? Gervais?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you just get here?
Yeah. Wasn't he a comic before he did all the shows? Wasn't he a stand-up before?
He did several one-man shows. But it's not like, to me, if you go do stand-up comedy the first time, I respect anyone doing anything. But the idea that you think you have expertise, like in that show Talking Funny on HBO, he's like trying to be like Chris Rock and all those guys. Just have a little humility at some point.
That was weird when he was on there. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing out here?
Yeah, and he's talking about, I have this material. And shouldn't he have at one point said, I can't compare to you guys?
He should have.
Andy, where do you get your ideas from?
Mostly from what I hate.
Where do you get your hate from?
I'm dealing with that in therapy right now. It's misplaced. A lot of it is misplaced anger. Mm-hmm. So, and then sometimes it's because I haven't made as much money as the person I can't stand. And
you have that nice shirt.
You must really like us.
I love you. No, or politics gets me. I hate Trump. I hate Trump. I hate racism.
Whoa.
Oh no! Let me finish. You don't know that joke?
That's a hot take. You hate Trump.
No, but you know that joke with Whitney Houston years ago? His agents are sitting around.
Is this another Peter Allen bit?
Whitney Houston is the most horrible person I've ever met. I won't work with her ever. She's my cousin. Let me finish. Don't you people have any sense of history?
Hey, I think we've got to wrap this up. We've
No, I did too much talking. Let these fellas in there. I've become what I hate.
Ricky Gervais.
Can you do a Ricky Gervais? Can you do it? Do you have?
I do Ricky Gervais.
Right.
No, it's my character. Ricky Gervais. You ready? Want a Ricky Gervais joke?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a great Yom Kippur, but supposed to atone. Why should I atone? I'm perfect.
Yeah, I hate Ricky Gervais too now.
You guys love Ricky? Has he been on the show?
Yeah. We Skype him in every other week. He loves this. He loves this shit.
Do you like his laughing?
Anyway,
All right. I reckon we got to wrap that up. Yeah. Cool. Folks, please give a huge round of applause. Will Anderson.
Yeah.
Mark Ford. Aaron Shafir. Andy Kindler. Guys, thank you so much for coming down and checking out our show here in Montreal. We really, really appreciate it. Stick around and we'll see you next time. See you, mates. We say see you, mates, at the end of the show. Do you want to do one? Do you want to do one with us?
Yeah, see you, mate.
See you, mates, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
See you, mates.
Nice.